everyone! Welcome back to DIY Discovery with me, Mad Scientist Maddie. Except today, I'm Mad Computer Scientist Maddie. A computer scientist is someone who programs computers to get them to do what we need them to do. As you know, we use computers for all sorts of things, from researching the ocean floor with robots, to making amazing computer games that we can play and have fun with, to doing educational things, all sorts of stuff. Computers are everywhere, and programming is how we tell them what we need them to do. Now, computers don't speak English or Mandarin or any other human language. We need to talk to them in a language that they understand. There are lots of different programming languages and lots of different ways for you to learn how to program. Now, if you were at the Amazing Science Race, you might have seen one of these, a BeeBot. BeeBots are these little robots that we use to demonstrate some of the basics of programming. And the language that a BeeBot understands are these buttons on the top. There's go forward, turn, go backward, turn, and then you hit go. Should we try it? I've just written in a program, so let's see what it does. Let's sit it down there and press go. See, I said forward and then I said turn right. Oh, now it's going backwards. And turning left. And now it's done. Computers are great at doing what we tell them to do. And if you want to try this at home, you may not have a BeeBot, but there are lots of free online ways to do your own programming, including a BeeBot emulator. So, this is the online BeeBot emulator. It's completely free, and there's a link to it in the description under the video, so you can try this at home if you like. They've got lots of mats that you can play with. This one is snakes and ladders, so you can even roll a die and play snakes and ladders. In this case, it was 3, so I'd have to go forward 3 times, like that. But if you hit a ladder or a snake, you'd have to program the BeeBot to follow it up or down, just like if you were playing snakes and ladders for real. How fun is that? And there are loads of other things you can use. There is Go-Kart Rally. There's the Old West. Shapes, colors, and sizes. All sorts of things. So you can do this at home and see how much fun you can have with the BeeBot emulator. Another thing you can do is you can play with a free online resource called Scratch. This is called block coding, and it's a way to make coding a little bit more accessible when you're just starting out as a beginner. So you can use these blocks to tell your sprite, that's this little cat over here, what to do. So at the moment, my little sprite is going to say hello world for 2 seconds, and then it's going to move to the right by 50 steps. And I'm going to hit go, see if it does that. There we are. You can actually do loads with Scratch, and it's very versatile. So if you want to start coding for yourself, Scratch is a great start. Another one you could use is called EduBlocks. Now this one looks a lot like Scratch, and it's also block coding, but in this one, you've also got real, actual programming languages being taught as well. So this programming language is called Python. And you can see over here the text that corresponds to the blocks that I have put together. And if I run this one, you can also see the output. So that's the text that the program is printing. And it says hello world, as I've got here. And it's got 5 multiplied by 2, which is 10. So you can see both the code and the output when you use EduBlocks. And it's not just Python. You can learn HTML and a bunch of other programming languages and write your own programs, starting with EduBlocks. I hope that you try these at home and have a great time, because there's always lots to do for a computer scientist, and there's always another puzzle to solve. Have fun learning, and we'll see you next time at DIY Discovery.